Hi, I'm Dwight Agnor, and welcome to Meal for Dummies, Part 1. Now don't be insulted by the name, I just thought it was cute. Truth is, I was brought up my whole life with the theory of KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So my goal in this video is to keep things very, very simple, so that even a third grader could understand it. So if you don't understand what I'm going to be talking about, show it to a third grader and let them explain it to you. I'm just kidding. Let's make sure we're on the same wavelength to begin with. We're in the midst, right now, the worst economic disaster of our lifetimes. And I just recently read that the average American will now have to continue to work full-time until they're nearly 70 years of age. Now, if you want to keep working full-time until you're 70, then you may not want to hear what I have to say. But if you'd like to create a source of residual income so that you could retire a lot younger, well, maybe you'll be interested in what I have to say. Let's start at the very beginning. In 2007, we hit this Great Recession. Since 2007, most every industry has been hit hard and has gone down, 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 except for one, the health and wellness industry. It's almost doubled since 2007. Over the next 12 months, the health and wellness industry is expected to become the next trillion-a-year industry, and it will continue to grow. Lord only knows how big it will be 5 to 10 years from now. Now, in the midst of that new trillion-a-year industry, where all of us are spending our money to look better and to feel better and live longer, in the midst of that is a brand new burgeoning market called omega-3s. Now, you probably don't know much about omega-3s, but you do know they're good, and you know you should be eating them. Don't hold it against yourself that you don't know much about it. We were never taught much about omega-3s. That's because the medical profession is just now really taking it seriously. They're just now realizing the enormous impact that omega-3s can have on our health. The truth of the matter is that omega-3s is probably the single most important thing that our bodies need to work properly and to stay healthy. And had we known that all of these years, and had we eaten the right amount of omega-3s, many of our most serious health issues could have been lessened or avoided entirely. Now, in the midst of this new trillion-a-year industry of health and wellness, and this new burgeoning industry of omega-3s, comes something called Mila, which is a raw, whole food. Now, Mila just started being circulated in the public in December of 2008, at the end of 2008. So this is only its second year in business. Mila is a natural whole food, but Mila is also the highest and safest source of omega-3s on Earth. In fact, gram for gram, there's 8 times more omega-3s in Mila than there is in wild salmon. It's also the greatest delivery system for omega-3s. Now, you may not understand those terms, and I'm not going to take the time to deal with that right now. I will explain those terms in Meal for Dummies Part 3, so I'll catch you there in a little while. So here we have this huge trillion-a-year industry, the omega-3 industry. What is omega-3s? I'm going to explain that also in Meal for Dummies Part 3, but let me just give you a hint. It's called an essential fatty acid. That's a fancy way to say essential oils. Oil in your car is essential. Don't put oil in your car breaks down. Don't put omega-3s in your body will break down. Your body cannot function properly without omega-3 essential fatty acids. Your body cannot make it. You have to eat it. Every man, woman, and child on Earth needs high levels of omega-3s to stay healthy. So now let's move on to Mila is owned by a new company called LifeMax. I am a LifeMax distributor. Many of you are LifeMax distributors. The rest of you should be LifeMax distributors. I can't imagine why anybody would not want to be a LifeMax distributor, because it only costs $69.95 to enroll as a LifeMax distributor and then be able to distribute Mila and create income from Mila. Now, the next point I want to make is this. One of the most famous and most successful businessmen in our lifetime was Aristotle Onassis. He also lived by the KISS theory. His KISS theory was simply this. If you want to make money, you need 3 things. You need to find something that everyone needs. Hello. You need to find something that people will always continue to need. Hello. And you need to find something that nobody knows about yet. Hello. Is this simple enough for you? How many times have you heard people say this phrase? Man, I had a chance to get into such and such at the very beginning, and I blew it. What a fool I was. Well, why didn't they do it? And if they had the opportunity again, would they do it? Or are they just afraid to be first at anything? Would they never do anything under any circumstances? Look, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. That's why I am a part of this. The reason I got involved with this is because I started giving Mila to people, and people started calling me, telling me that they were having miracles happen in their lives. Miracles is a big word, but I kept hearing that word over and over again. And so I asked a lot of those people if they would mind me putting them on videotape and putting those videotapes on the internet. I made a website called myplanbworks.com. And you can go to that website and you can hear them tell their stories for themselves. I heard hundreds of great stories of people telling me miracles were happening, but I selected the people that you might recognize or listen to. Big-time NFL superstars, top models, celebrity doctors, enormously wealthy business people, myplanbworks.com. It didn't take me long to realize that I was onto something really huge. And once I learned how huge the health and wellness business was, and how big the omega-3 business was, and that this could be the biggest player in the entire omega-3 explosion, it didn't take me long to become a LifeMax distributor. Now, in part 2, I'm going to discuss how you make money with Mila. Let me go on the record right away and say this is a network marketing company. I've never been a part of a network marketing company. I always thought of multi-level marketing companies as being pyramid schemes, and I was never interested. But I was wrong. There are a lot of good network marketing companies, and LifeMax is one of them. But I kept an open mind enough to listen, and now I'm here. If you can keep an open mind, and if you're interested in learning more, then join me now at Mila for Dummies, Part 2.